Hello, everyone, and welcome finally to the breakdown for Jedi Survivor. The new trailer just dropped. It's a full story trailer, so we have a lot of juicy details. I have a couple of theories as to where we might be going and what might be happening with Cal. I'm so excited. If you guys are too, force choke that like button, subscribe, share, comment, do all of that stuff, and let's get into it. Use code BELLBELL10 at Progress Energy and click the link down below for 10% off your order on some damn good energy drinks, shaker cups, and stickers. So we start the trailer off with Cal being sucked into the vacuum of space along with a purge trooper, which is interesting because, uh, I mean, given a Jedi's luck, that's that's just another Tuesday for them. But what's interesting to me is this doesn't look like the Mantis. The Mantis looks different inside than this ship, so I'm thinking it's some kind of Imperial ship, not exactly a TIE fighter, but maybe a transport vessel or something. And the fact that a Purge trooper is with him is interesting. We then go to We then cut to black, and Cal says, "It's been a long 5 years." So this game does, in fact, take place 5 years after Fallen Order, which we already knew that. We then cut to a shot of the Mantis coming out of hyperspace and going to a very familiar planet. We're going back to Coruscant, the main hub of the prequels and Clone Wars era of Star Wars. We knew we were going to someplace like Coruscant, but we didn't exactly know if it was going to be Coruscant. Then we see Cal along with some people in golden attire hiding from a Imperial transport. And I think these might be some allies down the road for Cal. Kind of like how on Kashyyyk in the first game, you join up with Saw Gerrera's guerrilla fighters. So that might be the same thing that's happening here. We then cut to the new planet Kobo, which, yes, I know I've mispronounced that in the past. Shut up. And we see the new faction, the Raiders, roughing up a poor alien fellow, along with two B1 battle droids that they've reprogrammed. And if you look in the back, you see Cal just watching. I'm sure he's going to jump in and save this poor guy. I don't think him being a Jedi would stand by and let an innocent creature get killed for no apparent reason. Because let's be honest, in most of these situations, there's no good reason. He also says fear and intimidation rule the galaxy. And then we get an interesting shot that I'm so curious about, story wise. We see Cal locking sabers with what looks to be either a bounty hunter or one of the raiders who has a crossguard lightsaber. Now, I know non-force wielders have had lightsabers, aka Grievous and Legends version of Boba Fett, but we haven't seen many people use a crossguard lightsaber aside from Kylo Ren and Cal in the trailers. So I'm curious as to how in the hell this guy got a crossguard lightsaber and how well he can use it, because those things are not easy to use. Next, we see the Mantis crash land on a planet that I think is Kobo. We know that you're going to crash land on Kobo. And unless Cal is getting into his Anakin Skywalker era in terms of flying and crashing, I think this is a safe bet. We're seeing how he gets on Kobo. A rather rough landing. And then we hear the voice of everyone's favorite Night Sister. We finally see Marin. I have been waiting and waiting and waiting to see Marin again. She is one of my favorite characters from the first game. And if you remember from that game, she had short hair. No, she had long hair. Now she has short hair. A damn good outfit. And she's telling Cal to look into the fire. I think she's using her Night Sister magic to create a fire. And says it can give him warmth, but if he doesn't, be careful, it can consume him. Now remember those words. We'll come back to those. We then see a better shot of Coruscant in this game. I think Cal and maybe some allies are in there, and we see a pit that goes to the lower levels of Coruscant where the scum and bounty hunters live. That's also where Ahsoka was in. Spoilers for the seventh season of Clone Wars. That's where Ahsoka was in, where she found the I forget their names, where she finds the twins who eventually lead her to finding Anakin. Then we see a gnarly look of Cal looking pissed off. Like he I forgot to mention this in the recording. We also see a heartwarming clip of Cal and Grease hugging. I'm assuming this is the meeting again after 5 years. Don't know why I missed it, but I did. If you looked up in the dictionary of the term mean muggin, you would see Cal's face. He does not look happy. And this harkens back to what Marin said about the fire consuming him. And I'm just wondering, is Cal gonna battle not just the villain of this game or villains? Is he gonna struggle turning to is he gonna struggle with the prospect of going to the dark side? Because if you played the first game, you know Seer, person who found Cal, she struggled with the dark side. Seer's apprentice struggled with the dark side. She basically gave into it. She became an inquisitor. And now there's Cal. Oh, and Malicos. And now there's Cal struggling with the dark side because what's one thing Jedi must not have? Attachments and family. What does Cal have? Attachments and family. So I'm going to be interested if we see Cal struggle with the dark side of the Force. Because this is not an easy time to be a Jedi. Next, we get a shot of an interesting planet. Because I have some thoughts as to where this could be. We get a gnarly looking bridge. It's all orange, and there's a pillar. Now, I have two thoughts as to where this could be. If they're mostly like I'm pulling out the tinfoil hat. I'm saying some theories here. This could either be, and bear with me here. This could either be Geonosis, the planet we've seen multiple times, Korriban, or Morbin, however you want to say it, the birthplace of the Sith. Because in the first game, we went to multiple planets and basically raided some tombs. What better place to go tomb raiding than the birthplace of the Sith? It would lend further credence to the theory of Cal basically struggling with the dark side because, hello, there's no place greater with the dark side than the birthplace of the freaking Sith. So I would be amazed if we went there. Next, Cal is getting on his parkour era. He's trying to dodge something. I'm going to say it's a ship or a machine. And next is possibly my favorite shot of this whole trailer. Cal is on some planet that is beautiful. It's all skyline. Everything is floating. It looks like the Star Wars version of that Mario poster for the movie. And I'm so excited to see what planet this is. If it's Kobo, I won't be complaining because this looks amazing. It's parkour person's dream. And it'll be so fun to fight. Like imagine force pushing stormtroopers off of these ledges. Then we see more of this new guy, this High Republic era person, and he's blaming Cal for basically letting the Empire take over the galaxy while tossing a stormtrooper's helmet towards him. So maybe we see this guy take down some stormtroopers and we get a good look at his lightsaber. It looks beautiful. Next, we see Marin take down a stormtrooper, and she has a staff. She's using what looks like a bow staff. And then an interesting thing happens. She force pushes him. There's no indication of her magic because when she uses it, there's usually like this green haze / mist. There's no mist. And Night Sisters do use the Force, granted it's magic, but they do use it. So maybe Cal or Seer taught her how to kind of harness the more of the force side, less than the magic side. Then we get more shots of the Jedi, I guess, temple slash. I the word is escaping me. Oh my god, the word is escaping me. I'll put it up on screen after, but it's mostly there for puzzles and to help us get more upgrades. We saw most of this during IGN's coverage. Then we get another good look at what I'm assuming is Kobo. We see Cal looking up at a structure. It has the same architecture and vibe as what we've seen of Kobo. Then we see Cal looking out of what I'm assuming is the same Empire craft that we've seen him in on Coruscant. And it just looks so gorgeous. They've really done this planet justice. And next we see Grease, BD1, Cal, and Marin looking at a holomap on the Mantis at a strange asteroid and or planet, and you can hear Cal say, "Hope may not be in near our grasp, but we have a place that the Empire might not be able to find us, and it's worth the fight for it at any cost." I might be getting that not 100% right, but a place that the Empire can't find them. I'm curious what that could be because the Empire has a pretty big reach. Let's be honest, they have a pretty far reach. And when it comes to hunting Jedi, they have these two important key figures: the Inquisitors and Darth Vader. Now, I don't think we're going to be seeing Darth Vader again because they're supposed to make this a trilogy, and if you bring that, if you bring in the big guy in the sequel, he's still gonna be pissed off that, spoiler alert, we kicked his ass. We kind of, we didn't actually, kind of kicked his ass and then escaped. So I can see how if he saw us again, he would be fuming more than he usually is. I mean, then next up we see more of Cal and Marin fighting together, doing finishers on stormtroopers. So she can be a companion in this game. I am so happy that we can properly fight alongside Marin this time because we kind of could fight alongside her in Fallen Order for that one fight against Malakos, but this one is like proper. Maybe it'll be like God of War where we can press a button and have Marin either shoot some magic, do a takedown, something along those lines. And then we finally see Seer. She has a completely different look. we're in either a cave or some desert area, and from what I've heard about, there's a lot of spoilers in this game, but I have to I have to do it to give context. In the Fallen Order tie-in novel, which I still have yet to read, I heard that Seer is on a new quest of her own to recover more Jedi artifacts and textbooks and stuff. So maybe we've tracked down where Seer is, try and get her on board for our current quest. I would love it if she was a companion for combat and stuff, because seeing two people wield a seeing two Jedi wield a lightsaber in battle, yeah. And then we see Cal trying to close off the trailer. We see Cal trying to fight off a TIE fighter to escape. Maybe they're escaping an Imperial Star Destroyer or something along those lines, because this looks like a ship they're in. And where else would you have a space battle with lots of TIE fighters and it looks like you're in a ship? I don't think we'll be seeing the Death Star. We definitely won't be seeing that. So that is my breakdown for Jedi Survivor. I'm so goddamn excited for this game. If you are too, please drop a like, subscribe, comment, tell me what you're most excited for in this game. Do you think we'll be going to Korriban, or do you think it's somewhere else? Could it be like Tatooine? Let me know down below, and I'll catch you guys next time.